South Africa ended up beating Bangladesh by 4 runs in an absolute low-scoring thriller to ensure that they became the first side to qualify for the Super 8 stage of the T20 World Cup. However, there was one particular decision that many look back on at retrospect and said that it was something that really cost Bangladesh, and whilst it seemed unfair, the sad reality is that there's nothing in the rules to actually ensure that this situation could have been avoided. It's just one of those loopholes that, believe it or not, has actually come up again recently because it did also come up during one particular IPL game, and I'll reference that as we go along later. But of course, the moment I'm referring to was when Mahmudullah was given out by the umpire, but then on review it was overturned. Why was this such a key moment? Well, that is because when Mahmudullah was given out LBW, he reviewed and his wicket was saved. But what was not actually, let's say, taken into consideration was the fact that the ball went for 4 runs off leg byes, but it was not given. Now, the reason it was not given, well, it's very, very simple. That is because once a player is given out, then play is dead regardless of whether or not a review is taken. Now again, this might seem like a bit of a harsh rule, but that is in fact the rule, and there is multiple writings of it within the rule books for both the MCC as well as the ICC. Let's quickly take a look at the rules. In fact, if you look at rule 3.71 here on your screen, it says that if following a player review request an original decision of out is changed to not out, then the ball is still deemed to have become dead when the original decision was made. The batting side, while benefiting from the reversal of the dismissal, shall not benefit from any runs that may subsequently have been accrued from the delivery had the on-field umpire originally made a not out decision, other than any no ball penalty that could arise under one of the paragraphs above. In fact, even if you look at beyond that, see, if an original decision of not out is changed to out, the ball shall retrospectively be deemed to have become dead from the moment of the dismissal. All subsequent events, including runs scored, shall be ignored. And the dead ball law as states that if a batter is dismissed, the ball will be deemed to be dead from the instance of the incident causing the dismissal. All of this means, and again, cricketing laws are very, very complicatedly written. It basically means that once the batter is given out, then nothing else matters. Now, this was fine in an era when you didn't have television reviews, but in an era where you do in fact have television reviews, is this something that should really be standing? I say probably not. And again, why I mention this is because an incident similar to this came up in an IPL game between the Rajasthan Royals and the Sunrisers Hyderabad, when Bhuvneshwar Kumar, of the final ball of the match, had trapped Robin Pal out LBW, and even though the ball ran away for 4 leg byes, it wasn't obviously given because Powell was given out. Afterwards, Powell actually got the decision overturned, but it didn't matter because, according to these rules, the ball was dead. Now, can anything be done to change this rule? I mean, yes, many people have pointed out that it is a problem, and one person who had come up with a solution for this particular rule in that point of time when the Rajasthan Royals Sunrisers Hyderabad game happened was Dale Steyn, and I think it's one that's worth revisiting. Why? Because he said that we need to basically play baseball style. Consider the ball not dead until players come to a stop. So essentially, run if you're the batting team and continue to field if you're the bowling team. Then we address the LBW or caught off, no ball, etc. out afterwards. If it's out, then you give it out and none of those runs stand. But if runs will be awarded if the LBW or caught is given not out. And you know what? I think it's an entirely fair way of going about things. Steyn's suggestion here seems to be the best one. Although ironically, if it was being followed, would have perhaps cost his country the game in this particular case. But it's better than having such situations where you can see something like this happen, feel for the batter, but see absolutely nothing be done about the entire situation because, well, there's nothing you can do, son. It's just within the rules. Bad luck to you. It's not something that should be in the rules, and really, given cricketing rules and the laws are evolving all the time, this is definitely one thing that needs to be looked at, and Bangladesh would have every right to feel aggrieved in this case, given they lost by exactly 4 runs. Had these runs been given, they may very well have gone on to win the game, given there'd have only been a 1-run margin, or even if nothing else changed, it would still be a super over. But what do you guys think about this entire matter? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.